So here is the mighty PD42 engine.
Wait, where's the engine?
Oh, I don't know. Welcome back to Builtprado. It's part 2 of the GU coil cab engine build.
Okay guys, so we're at the engine now. Ben's going to run us through what's going on. So what's happening here?
So this is the PD block. It has been all pulled apart already. We didn't get any footage of that. But this is just a bare block, all wrapped up, all clean, lab wrap. Pretty much ready to go now. And then I'll show you all the components and what actually failed and why it's getting rebuilt.
Yep.
Hey, welcome to the PD parts table. So pretty much all the components from the engine are on here and underneath. Pistons, flywheel, you got all the camshafts, head gasket, turbo. The turbo is a 18G. And then pretty much just all the components, water pump, you name it. Comes to the injector pump, big 12mm injector pump. That thing only got rebuilt not long ago, so it's in good condition and producing plenty of power. Over there, got the big cross-country intercooler. Underneath, radio, just random hoses and stuff. It's pretty much just storage right now. All that will get all cleaned up for the rebuild. And then I'll go over there to see what actually failed and why it's getting rebuilt. So here are the components of the TD and why it failed. Pretty much, the cause of the fault was this bolt was not done up tight. And then you can see that that's come loose. It's completely flogged out the bearing, and you see how hot that conrod's actually gotten. And then because of that, that bolt came out. And you can see inside of the sump there, just the amount of metal. That's pretty much just the bearing, as well as some of that bolt chewing up. And then having a look here, the crank. This journal here is where that conrod was bolted to, so that bearing came off, and then because of the knocking, it had actually pitted out the crankshaft.
Compared to these ones, which are like smooth, that one's all rough.
Yeah. As well as because the conrod was loose, it was then knocking, and that was knocking on the valves of cylinder 2. So I have to send all this stuff out to the engine shop, get it all checked, get it all, hopefully get the crank all linished up, but we'll see if it's good enough to use again, let them decide, and then if not, buy a new crank. So we'll send all this out, get all that, we'll get the recon head, get the new conrod, new piston, get the crank checked over, and yeah, we'll go from there. We also got the custom intake manifold here. I think that came with the cross-country intercooler kit, so I'm not sure if it's made by them or made by someone else, but we'll take that and give that a polish up, the same with the thermostat housing. Give that a good clean up and make it all nice for the rebuild. With the head here, take off all the injectors. I'll get them sent out and get them checked by the injector shop, just check they're actually flowing right. And then yeah, like I said, get the head fully checked over, possibly get it reconditioned depending on how bad the valves, if not valve seals are. Fingers crossed it's not too bad. And yeah, so that'll all get sent to the engine shop and probably be a couple of weeks, and then get it back and rebuild it and put it all back together.
Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed for part 2 of the engine where it's at. Now Ben, what's next?
So part 3 will be the rebuild itself. Components have been sent off, so they'll be back in 2 weeks, and then
2 weeks guys.
fully rebuild the engine.
Yeah, so we'll film all that for part 3, and then part 4 will be engine install. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the series guys, and we'll keep following along this beast and where it's going to get to. So until next time, we'll see you guys next time.